All right. Good afternoon, everyone. How are you? Are you enjoying your day? Yeah? All right, brilliant. Okay, so let me introduce myself. My name is Mohammed Jibril. I'm working in the MTC as a technical architect. MTC is actually a Microsoft Technology Center. What we are doing in Microsoft Technology Center, we usually sit with our customers, understand their blockers when it comes to business blockers or technical blockers, and we start working together on finding a way to remove these blockers. That's the main idea of what we are doing in MTC. How we are doing that, we have several ways to do that. One of them is actually we could go for a solution briefing session that we could provide them with more details, very high level about what are the solutions and what are the products. The second way that we could use that, we could do actually when it comes to the MTC, we provide like them to understand or test the product. So this is actually what we do. When it comes to the MTC, we are available in more than around right now 55 countries worldwide. And I'm actually coming from the MTC in UAE, Dubai. So it's like 15 hours flight right now. So it's pretty hectic. Huh? So today what I'm going to actually talk about is I'm going to talk about how you could streamline your business when it comes to using something like Microsoft Teams. So Microsoft Teams will be your main hub when it comes to productivity. So here you could add a lot of application, a lot of tools. You could use communication tools. You could use several collaboration tools available when it comes to Microsoft Teams specifically. All right? Well, what we're going to talk about today is actually we could extend this further than that. We could not only depend on the available tools or out-of-the-box tools or out-of-the-box applications that are available in Teams. We could extend it more than that and build our own apps using something like Power Apps, all right? And what we're going to do next, we're going to start, extracting this information from Power Apps that we will capture, and we could actually start adding this information to Power BI. And all of this will be on one screen, one UI, which is the interface of Microsoft Teams, all right? So I'll just give you the story behind this session. It's actually a real live, customer who I was working with, and this customer was actually working as, a flight catering customer. And they had a problem when it came to logistics. So they cannot actually capture the data of the logistics right now. They are receiving. So they're receiving a lot of deliveries and a lot of goods, but they cannot capture it. They were using like a normal piece of paper or an Excel sheet, which wasn't the right, solution. And they were thinking about digital transformation. They were thinking how they could transform their business. And they just asked me if this is possible to change this logistic management, logistic management way that they are using it. Instead of using papers, they will start using an application, all right? And they wanted something that they could see the data. So if they capture the data, they want to see it, actually. They want to analyze it afterwards. And they wanted to build behind all of this a workflow that connects everything together when it comes to approvals or something like this. And this is actually when I started thinking about why don't we start using something like Power Platform? Because, Power Platform is actually helping us to... all right, it's not working here. So Power Platform will enable us actually to do that. So it will enable us to empower the employees, give them the power at that point to start, using the tools and to start building their applications and start, using these applications. And also it will help us when it comes to engaging the customers and when it comes to transforming the products because of using something like Power Apps and the AI capabilities that are available, which I will explain in the demo. Actually, this is what will happen. It will actually transform your business, all right? So if we're talking about Power Platform, this is actually what we will get with Power Platform here. So we have Power BI as a business analysis solution, analytics solution. You could actually analyze your business and build your dashboards, your digital dashboards, and build your reports. When it comes to Power Apps, you could actually build an application and develop it. And as you can see, with low-code development, you don't need previous experience when it comes to programming. And also you could go on and build a workflow behind all of this, which connects all of the something like Power Apps with another tool, with SharePoint, with other productivity applications, right? But what we're going to talk about today is actually this. So we will use these services, which is Microsoft Teams, all right? And we will use something like bot services right now and embed it into Microsoft Teams, all right? And our data source will be only SharePoint. And that was the request. They wanted to simplify it. We want like the end users to actually build their application without, going for database or without, connecting to something more complex at that point. It's only SharePoint, and they wanted to have it that easy. And that's why, today's, demo, it's all about demo right now. It's nothing else. I'm just going to walk you through how you could build this application and how you could build the dashboards and how you could connect it to something like Microsoft Teams. And the last piece, which I will show you here, is how we could use the AI builder capability so that we could have something like a form processor that will process the form, and at that point, it will update the forms for you automatically, all right? And I'll walk you through how you could do it, right? And when it comes here, this is actually where I'm targeting. So the power users, I'm targeting the power users, the users who actually understand the business, all right? But they want to build their application, but they don't have like previous experience when it comes to development. So this is actually what we're going to do. So here, they could bring their own ideas into life. That's the idea of what we're going to show today, all right? So let's jump in directly to the demo. Is it exciting, what I'm going to say, what I'm going to talk about? All right, let's do it. So let me connect my device here. And let's change the screen. Nope, not this one. So it's number 3. Here we go. So I will start as normal users right now when it comes. Everyone is using Teams or all right, great. So I'll start normally when it comes to Microsoft Teams right now. I'm the logistic manager, and I want to start, building my application. I want to start building the team that we could start collaborating together and start going through the process. So this is how it will look like. So the first thing is actually the conversations here. I could start, having any conversation around this tab. The second tab here is the files where I could have my SharePoint. So when I create a new team, it's actually creating for me a SharePoint site, the back end. And this SharePoint site, we'll start using it as our data resource, all right? When it comes to the demo itself, or the application that I have built right now, which is for Logistic Manager, this is how it will look like. So, and we'll go step by step on creating this specific application. So here you have 2 personas to sign into. You could sign in as a logistic manager, or you could sign in as a quality assurance manager. So QA is a quality assurance manager. All right, so if I'll sign in as a logistic manager here, what will happen, it will take me, first of all, to this landing page, which will show me the history of all of the goods that I have received, all of the deliveries. And afterwards, I could just, either refresh it or add a new shipment. So when I go and add a new shipment here, this is where you could start analyzing the forms, all right? So from here, we are using the AI capability. So I could start, analyzing a certain form, a PDF or a picture, and it will actually start filling the data for me here. So it will fill the quantity automatically, the vendor and product. And let's test it right now. So I'll just go for analyzing. And right now, let's say the vendor or the logistic manager received right now a delivery with a manifest. So let's say we will upload this manifest right now and start analyzing it. And as you can see, it will show, first of all, to us the manifest here, and it will directly fill the quantity from the manifest. So you can see if you just go here, you will find that the product is actually an apple. And you can see the vendor is a fruit vendor. So it detected all of this data and directly uploaded it. And what we're going to do here, if we just add the date of the shipment, and I just search for the person right now who's the logistic manager. So it will be made to the same demo. And I'll show you the other option, but this will be like the bonus because it will take so much time to go through all of this. So the other persona, which is the quality assurance manager, we'll start using something called object detection. So from the object detection here, I could actually analyze the certain pictures or certain objects and differentiate between them using AI capabilities, which is the vision cognitive services. So I'll just give you an example here. I trained the AI model right now to detect for me the difference between the good bananas and the bad bananas, because this was actually the use case here. So when I do that, what will happen? I'll just go back here to the bananas. I have some pictures of rotten bananas, and here I go. When I open it, what will happen? It will detect for me the difference between the bad bananas and the good bananas. I can see. I trained it a little bit. It needs more pictures. I didn't have a lot of pictures to train it for the bad bananas, so that's why it's not giving me the accurate number. But at least right now it detected the difference between them. So this is actually what happened. The last tab here, which is the Power BI, and from the Power BI here, when we start analyzing all of this data in our application, this is the output of whatever we will build together right now. All right? Are you ready to build with me this? Yeah? All right, let's go. So the first thing that we will do here is start creating the team here. So from here, it's normal. It's very easy step. You build it from scratch. And here we go. When I start building from scratch, I could choose either it's a private team or a public team that's available for everyone. I'll go with the public team right now. And I'll give it a name. So we'll give it Ignite. Here we go. I'm not creative when it gets to the names here, so I'll just, use normal things, Ignite, test, and stuff like this. So here we go, Ignite. And what will happen, I could create the team, and it will directly create for me also a channel here. I could start adding people or members to the team here, so these members could be internal or even external members, all right? Not customers, but you could think about them as partners for us, vendors. Right? But let's skip it for now because we want to jump in directly to our scenario here. So here, by default, what happened, we created these three tabs. One of them is the conversation, and the other one is files. All right? When I go to the files here, you can see SharePoint. So if I open SharePoint here, it will open for me a site ready for me to start using it as a data source. What we're going to do, another step here, which we want to create a list. And this list, you could think about it that way. It's a table that we could capture the data in. So if I'll just go to the site contents, from here, I could start creating the list from scratch here. Give it a name, test. I'm very creative. Here we go. And we got our list right now. I could start adding columns directly from here, single line or text, multiple line or text, location. I could add like a date, picture, person, whatever we want. But for the purpose of this demo right now, because I want to show you, the data was filled actually. So this is actually our data that we will build. So this is actually our data source. We have a product name, we have a receiving date, we have a logistic manager name, and the quantity, and the vendor, and the status. So this is exactly what we're going to use when it comes to building our app. We could directly connect with Power Apps integrated directly here to build the application. But here it's not providing me with exactly what I want. So that's why I'll start building something from scratch. So this is actually the application we have built. If we open Power Apps, it will look like this. So these are the pages, if you remember with me what I showed you on Teams. So this was the landing page. This was the shipment history. This was actually the form here that we were analyzing and the object detection. And then we have like a success page afterwards. So what I'm going to do is how we could start and open Power Apps. We go to powerapps.microsoft.com, and we will land on this page here. In this page here, you can see there are several options. One of them is Canvas app from blank. And this is actually what I'm going to use here, all right? So if I just create it, I'll go for the tablet mode instead of the phone mode, and I give it a name, which is also Ignite. But I will just create it. When I create it, it will take like around 3 minutes or something like this, and it will land me directly on this canvas. It's white, nothing is available right now. So what we're gonna do right now, we'll take it step by step. So we'll start comparing each page that I'm gonna build here directly with this one. So the first page that we want to build is actually the landing page here, all right? How we could do that is actually we want a background. We have 2 buttons. That's it. So let's go. So here we go. From the screen, if you want to add a background, you go to the right here to the properties, and in the properties here, you'll find the background image. So I'll do that, add an image, and I actually downloaded one of the images, which is the Ignite image here. Here we go. Open it. And here we have our background. The second thing that we want to do is actually start inserting these buttons, and we start adding to these buttons some actions afterwards. So how I could do that, I'll go to Insert, and here we go. I choose one button, and I choose another one. All right, and let's just, put them in the right place, exactly like the other app. And we want to start changing the names of these buttons. So as you can see here, if I go back, the names are Logistics Manager and QE Manager. So let's go back here and start changing the buttons. So the first one will be, as I said, so you need to go to Properties, and you can see here from the text, Manager, that's one. And the other one is QA Manager. Here we go. And afterwards, you could just go and make it look better. You could control everything. So here we go. We have our first 2 buttons. Is it hard until now? Yeah? Nothing. So the next page to us will be the shipment history. So from here, where could we get this exact look and feel? So I'll just go to the logistics here and add a new screen. All right? So when I add a new screen here, I could start inserting this table. How I could insert this table? Where do you think I could insert this table? From where? Anyone knows? From here, the data table. So it's available. So you go to Insert, you'll find it directly here. So I'll do that. What will happen here, it will start asking me, all right, you want to insert a table. From where do you want to insert this table? Is it... what? Where's your data source? So it will show you here a lot of connectors. We have hundreds of connectors, all right? So if I just click on this arrow here, it will show me other connectors. One of them is SharePoint, but definitely I could search through all of the connectors that we have. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm just gonna add this connector, SharePoint, and it will list for you the recent sites that you have been using. But for the purpose of this demo, I'm gonna use the same list that we have built. Let me go back. I just take copy of the URL here, and I'll just directly add it to the location here, so to make it easier for us. And let's connect to it. And let's see what will happen. It will show me right now what are available when it comes to this URL specifically, and one of them is the list that we have built. You remember the name of this list is actually demo, and here we go. It's available for us. So let me do that. Connect, and let's see what will happen. So here we go. We have our table available for us with all of the same data, all right? What we need to add is actually another 2 buttons here. So the first one will be for refresh. Here we go. I'll give it a name, refresh, all right? And the other button will be if I want to add a new shipment. So here we go. Let me put it here, right? And just give it another name. New shipment. All right? I'm just leaving it right now. I'm not adding any, actions for it because we need to add the pages, and then we'll start, connecting these buttons to the pages, right? So this is the second screen. The third screen that we have is we go back here, which is very interesting, is actually the form. I'll spend some time on forms, all right? When it comes to form, we need to build something like this and to analyze it. So what we're going to do is actually go here, add a new screen also. When I add this new screen, I have a new option to insert something different, which is the AI Builder, all right? So AI Builder, what's happening here that I am actually inserting one of the modules that I have trained. So we have several options, or 3 options here, which is business card, form processor, and object detector. What we're gonna use right now is the form processor, all right? So if I'll just insert the form processor here, what will happen, it will ask me for the module that I'm gonna use. So are you interested to see how I could train the module? Yeah? You wanna see it? All right, cool. So how I could do that right now and start building our own new module when it comes to this form processor. So it's the same idea. You go to Power Apps, and from Power Apps, you will see this tab here, which is AI Builder. From AI Builder here, I could build, and I have the models that I have right now that I trained. So if I'll go to Build here, you have these 4 options to choose from. Form processing, object detection, prediction, test classification. What we're gonna work through right now is the form processing. So if I click on form processing, I need to give a name for this AI model, which is Ignite. All right, here we go, create. And what will happen, it will start showing you, taking you to this page, first of all, and asking you to add documents as an example to this specific, model to train. And you can see here, very important message, you need 5 to 10 examples of your document. All right, and the document formats should be JPG, PNG, PDF, and the maximum size of this document should be 4 MB. So let's do that. Let's add the documents. I'll go to the same manifest that I showed you before, and I'll add the least, which is 5 documents, all right? So here we go. We'll open it, upload the 5 documents, all right? And it's uploaded. It's ready for me right now. So what we're gonna do next is analyze these 5 documents to extract the fields from these documents and to start using these fields in our form afterwards, all right? So can we, because we don't have that much time, yes, so you could scan the documents if it's pictures on. Okay. Yeah, well, okay. So I could answer the questions after finishing because I have a lot of ones. So let's analyze it right now and see what will happen. So it takes like a couple of minutes right now. It's just right now analyzing the documents and start extracting the fields and the data from these documents. All right. And it differs actually from how many documents you're uploading. So this one should be fast. I only have 5, so as you can see, it's ready for me. And it's telling me right now you need to choose and select the fields that you want to show. So it detected for us that these are the fields that we could start adding to our field here. So one of them is the item type, which is we want to add it, which is the apples. The second thing that I'm actually want to capture here is the fruits vendor. And the third is actually the quantity of these deliveries. So I'm okay with this, done. And let's train the model. Here we go. As you can see, it's telling me to train it. What will happen, it will show me that if you want to go to the module directly. And here we go, it's ready for me right now. So I'll go to the detailed page. It will take me to the models here. All right, so build on models. And from here, I could start publishing this new model that we have just trained together right now. Is it easy? This is AI right now, and we're doing it like this, So I'll just go and publish it here. And I could use the model directly from here, but actually we want to use it on our own, app, this new app. So let's just remove this one and add it again and see if we have our new model available or not. Let's see. Here we go. And we have our model available. So we can see that's the one we have built. If I just add it like this, analyze, and let me just change this into, I'm just manipulating it to be like a button instead. All right. And I'll start adding, right now we want to analyze, but we want to add whatever we're analyzing into a table, all right, so that we could just use. So here we go. I'll just go and add a form, edit, and it will also ask me to where actually you want to put this data, where actually you want to capture this data. So here we go. I'll just go to connect to data. And as you can see, it's showing me that you could use SharePoint here because we added it before. We did add it before. So I'll go here and add demo. And what will happen, it will insert for me a new form, all right? We'll just clean it a little bit. As you can see, it looks not that good. But let's do, instead of having like 3 columns, we need to make it, minimize it to 1 column, which is very easy from here. I'll just go to columns and add 1. I just, minimize it here. And we have the product name, and the quantity and the vendor, but we have other stuff that we want to remove. Something like attachments. Why do I want attachments? So here I go. So if I want to do something like this, straightforward, it's edit. So I'll just go and edit the fields. I could remove the attachments from here. Here we go. And what else I don't want? The status here. I don't want something like this. So here we go. So it's ready for us. The only thing that I want to do here is actually connect the analyzer with the form. So we want to actually detect whatever we have and add it to the form here. How we could do that? I'll just go to the field, click on it, and from here directly, I try to add a small function. It's very easy, all right? I know, functions, now we're going to a little bit code, but it's easy, all right? So let's do that. So you can see, if I try to click on it, it's dimmed. If I want to, change it, I need to go to the advanced instead of the properties. So we're taking now a level higher, all right? So I'll go to advanced, and it's very easy. It will tell you unlock to change properties. Here we go. I'll unlock it and change the properties. And from here, I'll start, I want to write a function that will call this processor, which is the model that we have built, all right? How we could do that? Form processor. Yeah? So this is the first function. This is the first thing that we will add. Form processor. That means right now I'm calling this function. The second thing that I'm going to do here is when I click on dot, it will start showing me what is inside this form that we have. So actually, I'm going to go for something like I am looking for the content of this form. All right, so I'll just go for the form content. When I click on dot, it will show me what are the options. I don't have any options except fields. So I click on fields. And then when I click on dot here, it will show me what are the fields that you want. So the product name for us is the item type, the one we trained before. You remember with me? We trained this model for this. So here we go. The item type is available for us. All right? So I'll just do this. I just want to copy the form, the same, this function here, because I'm going to repeat it like twice. So the quantity here, the same idea. I'll unlock it. And here we go. I'll just paste it right now. And what I'm going to change here, instead of the item type, I'm looking for quantity. Quantity here. All right. The last thing for us will be the vendor. All right. Let's unlock it. And also we'll add this one. And instead of the item type here, I'm going to go for from, because it's the vendor. All right. The last thing I'm going to add in this page, actually 2 things right now. So the button and the PDF viewer. So we want to upload the manifest, and we want to see it. So here we go. From here, this manifest, I'll just also add a new function for it, which is also form processor. All right. And instead of the content, I'm going to go for the original image. Here we go. All right, it's ready for us. Something else here, because if I'll just test it, so if you want to test the application, you just go and preview it from here. It will not show me the form here directly. So if I want to solve this problem, so what we're going to do here is actually go to the form itself. All right, so where is it? I just go here to the form, click on it. And I'll just, instead of the data source, I'm going to go to something called item, and I'll just change it to defaults. All right, to make the default look is actually the form itself from the demo SharePoint site that we have created. Here we go. Now it's ready for us. So if I'll just test it, let's do it. Let's analyze the same manifest that we have trained. So if I'll go back here, let's do it. And let's use another one. All right. So first of all, we got the, all right, and we have actually everything available. So we have the product name right now available with the quantity and the fruits vendor. And here we go. It's ready for us. The only thing that's left here is to submit the form. How I could submit a form like this? I need to add a button to submit this form. All right, this button, here we go. I'm going to change the name of it to submit. All right. And can you imagine with me what will be the function that we're going to use for this specific button? Can someone tell me? Submit form, yes. So it will straightforward. Submit form. And it will ask me which form are you submitting right now. If I click on form 1, it will directly highlight it for me. And here we go. I close the brackets. And right now it's up and running. All right. If I submit a form, it will be submitted to our SharePoint site. But before doing that, I want to connect it to a workflow behind it. So when I start submitting this new list or this new item in the list, what will happen? It will trigger for me a workflow behind it. All right? So what we could do for something like this, so think with me, it will be like, yeah. So I'll go to SharePoint. If there's a new item in SharePoint, what you should do is actually trigger for me this workflow that send an approval card into Microsoft Teams, and at that point, we could do that. So how we could go and do something like this, we need to go to Flow. So you go to flow.microsoft.com, you will sign in, and you will land on something like this, a page like this. And from here, you could start searching for SharePoint, a template, and Teams. So that's how easy it is. And when I click on Enter, you will find several options. One of them, if you approve a new file, it's not this one, so this is the one I'm looking for. Request approval in Microsoft Teams when a SharePoint item is created. So if there's a new one, it will be great. So if I click on it, it will directly create for me the flow. All right? The only thing right now it's happening, it's just signing me in, you know, to making sure that I have the right permissions and everything. I'll just continue. And what will happen next here, you will find a tree right now. It's pretty complex, but it's not that complex. So here we go. So this is our tree right now. I'll just simplify it for you right now. So when an item is created in this SharePoint site, which is the demo SharePoint site that we have created, all right, in this specific list name that we have created, which is demo, call this ID of this specific item. Here we go, the same thing here. You could, something like this, it's getting my profile and getting the information and who's my manager and stuff like this. I don't want something like this. I just want to assign this approval to myself for this purpose of this demo. So I'm just going to delete this one. I don't need it because it will make it a little bit complex. So here you could see that there's a card called Create an Approval. From this here, you could approve and reject. And in the title, it's telling you approval request and the name. Here you could start assigning it to the person who will approve or not. So you could search through using the emails. So I'll search for my name or my demo here, which is Megan. I'll add Megan. Just make sure the email is correct. And what will happen is this is the flow of it. Apply to each, you know, if I have this approval, wait for the approval. The condition here, if yes, send a confirmation. If no, reject. So that's it. I just want to remove other also things that will complicate it for me. So what I'm going to do here is just delete all of these. Here we go. Here we go. Delete this one also. Let's see what will happen here. So it's ready for me. I just need to add the email of myself again. Megan. Here we go. And let me just skip this one and let's go to the other one here also. Megan. Here we go. So right now our flow is somehow ready, so I'll just save it. And what we're gonna do next here is to test it. So you can see this is an option for us to test it right now. So this is actually what I'm gonna do. I'll perform the trigger action test. And let's see right now if I'll go to the app here and see what will happen, all right? So let's do that. And let's submit the information we just found here. Let's see what will happen. So if I'll go back to our flow, it will trigger for us, as you can see right now. It's triggering it and testing for me what's happening. I should receive right now, yeah, I think so, I received it. Here we go. So is it this is the one? That was 5, yeah, here it is. It's 5.7, so we just received it. It worked very fast with me, so I didn't capture it right now. So here we go. So I received right now this card to approve it or not. So if I'll just approve it right now, it will be added directly to our SharePoint site. And I will receive here also confirmation that I submitted this or I submitted this approval. Okay? Is it cool until now? Yeah? Did you learn something new? All right, brilliant. You could do both. You could choose, but this should be done from the flow itself. You need to go to flow and do that, all right? The next thing that I want to show you, not the last thing, before the last thing, there's also the chatbot part. So the next thing I want to show you that we could actually go here and export this into Excel, all right? Here it is. It's direct. I just click on Export to Excel. It will be available for me. So I just want to show you how easy it is. I just go here, and that's it. So I just open it, and it will be available for me, all right? So I just saved it for the purpose of this demo right now. And let's start building a Power BI dashboard using this Excel sheet that we have just exported, all right? So I'll just go to Power BI, all right? What we're going to do is actually get the data. Just let me show it to you before, opening it here. So I just want to go and show you how does it look like. So this is actually what I just exported, the Ignite Power BI. And you can see it's the same data we had actually on the SharePoint site, all right? So what we're going to do right now, we have this data is available for us. I just go here, and from Power BI, I just go to Get Data. And when I go to Get Data here, I'll choose Files. You have several options when it comes to using the files. You could use a local file, you could use OneDrive file, or a SharePoint team site. I'll just go with the local file here, open it. Let me just go back to the, here we go. So this is actually the file, and I will import it. When I start importing it, it will directly upload and everything. I just don't want to show it to you because I did it before. So this is how it will look like. If I'll just go back here, so the data set itself will look like something like this, all right, when I just update. So it's all of the items that we have. So it have the quantity. You remember we have if we open the file, you have the quantity, you have the receiving date, the owner or the product name and everything. And right now I could just create directly the report that we want to create. So I could do that by just, let's say, I want to compare the quantity according to per month. And here we go. So we have in January around 300, and in November we have 1,890 product right now. And if let's say I want to create another one right now, so this is actually what I'm going to do. I'm going to use, let's say, something like the quantity with the logistic manager, all right? And I want to change the look of this one to a pie chart, all right? Here we go. So let me just click on it again. It's a little bit slow. And here we go. We have our pie chart. So right now we have everything ready for us. I could save this report, give it a name, Ignite also, very creative. Here we go. And I have this report is saved right now, okay? So we have all of this ready for us. Let's start going back to our team and start, changing this team from a normal one without anything, just the conversational file, and let's make it a little bit funky and cooler than this, So how we could do that, I just go here, search for Power Apps. First of all, we want to add our application. All right, and I'll just go for Add. And from here, I will search for the application that I have, which is this one that we have created. Save. All right. And let's add also the Power BI, which is here, straightforward. I'll just go for my workspace. I just created this with you right now, so if I just click here, add it also. So right now we have a Power BI report available for us, all right? Here we go. So right now, let's just wait for it until it's available. And here we go. It's the same one that we have created. It's available for us right now. The last thing that I will talk about here is the chatbot, but I have 1 and 40 seconds. Are you okay to sit with me another 5 minutes? Yeah? Okay. So if you want to build your chatbot in a very easy way, you just go to Q&A Maker. All right? Nothing else. So Q&A Maker is very easy. It's like straightforward here to start, creating question and answer chatbot. All you need to do is just to choose which knowledge base you're going to use. Something like, let's say, if you want to go for an FAQ, so you could use something like an FAQ as your knowledge base here, right? So if you go to Q&A Maker, from here you could see your knowledge bases available, or you could create a new knowledge base from scratch. So how you could do that, you could just go here, create a knowledge base. It will look a little bit scary what I'm going to do right now, but it's very easy, by the way. So it will ask you, first of all, you need to create a new Q&A service on your portal, on your Azure portal at that point. So you go here, create a new service. It will take you to portal.azure.com. And in portal.azure.com, it will take you directly to the area that you could create a Q&A Maker here. So you can see it's straightforward. You just fill the name, give it a name, choose the subscription, and here you could go for the pricing tier, the resource group that you will create, and at that point, it will be available for you to start, using it. So if you create this, what will happen next is that when you refresh it and you want to connect it to your Q&A service, so what you're going to do is actually select the tenant, select the subscription also, and here the MTC bot, and you choose the language, give it a name, the knowledge base, which is also Ignite 2, and here you could just upload or add the URL of your FAQ so that you could use it as your chatbot. So let's go to something like Ignite FAQ. Here we go. I'll take this, copy, and we paste it directly here. And here we go. And here choose what type of chit chat you want. You want professional, friendly, witty, and whatever you want. So I'll just go with the friendly. Create your knowledge base. It will take some time, actually. It will take like around 5 minutes or something like this. So let's see. Hang tight. I don't know why I clicked on create it. I should have skipped this one. Let's see. It will take some time here. But what will happen next? Let's see. Ah, okay. So here we go. So we have it right now available with us. We could test it from here, ask the simple questions like, let's say, hi, first of all, and see what will happen. It's replying back, cool. Where is Ignite? Let's see what will happen here. Yeah, it's answering me. It's working fine right now. So let's just go back here. And what we're going to do next is just publish it. All right, publish. All right. And it's available for us right now. Just bear with me. I just go here and create a bot. So right now we have the knowledge base. We need to create the bot. All right. Here we go. Well, everyone is sticking around here. Here we go. So you just give it a name. I just used the name several times, so I'll just go with bot, let's say 7. So because I use it several times. And here you could see the free trial, resource group, and everything. Everything is filled for me. It's available. The only thing that I need to add here is actually the Q&A authentication key. All right. And from where I could get something like this, if I go back here, remember this page, there's something called endpoint key. Let's just copy it. Here we go. And let's go back here and paste it. I don't want application insights. I'll create it. Now hopefully it will validate it for me and it will work. Here we go. So I'll give it like 1-2 minutes until it's available. Deployment in progress. So it will look something like this by the end of it. So here we go. So it will be like Chatbot 4 here. If I open it, this is how it will look like. This is like a web view if you want to. So from here you could build, you could test it in the web. I'll test it right now. And here we go. So this is the web interface. So let's say the same, test hi. So let's see, is it working or not? Because I'm building a new one, so I need to go back to the other one. So let's go to the new one that we have just built. Go to the resource, and let's test it from here. That's not the one. Okay. Because it's still building it for me. So let's wait for it until it's ready. Let's see the deployment here in progress. Until it just creates it, I just want to show you how you could actually add it to Microsoft Teams, all right? So from Microsoft Teams, if you want to add a new application, a custom app, what you need to do is actually you go to Apps, you search for App Studio. And from here, you can start adding your app. You go to the manifest editor, fill up the data, create a new app, and fill normally the data. So here it's just like this. The only thing that you need to add here is the app ID. And from where you could get the app ID, if I go to the new resource that we have, so you get the new ID is actually you get it from the configuration. Just go here and copy this key to the app, and that's it. All right? So after that, it will look something like this. If I just click on it, it will look something like this. You will fill it with all of the data for you, and then you could go to the bots here, and directly it will look something like this. And after that, you could test and distribute. I don't have that much time to go through the rest of this one, but you got the idea right now on how you could build a chatbot application and actually integrate it directly with Microsoft Teams. So I hope you enjoyed this session today or this demo. Thank you so much for your time. Right.